say good morning, Grand Rising. Um, this is Kiki at Divine Truth Angel, and I babysit last night, and I just been strolling through YouTube this morning and seeing my life all in these tarots readers' mouth, and some of them ain't even the cards that they present ain't even what's there, but because they following the script, they have to present this to the world. So since everybody want to tell my story better than me, I'm gonna do it in a series of parts. So we're gonna take this all the way back to November 2020, I believe. 20, no, it's either November 2020, November 21. My torture. That's what I'm going to call this here. Okay, so I moved back to Texarkana here, Texarkana, Texas, no, in November of 2019. I stayed over there by the Central Mall for about a year. And I was riding one day over there by the FCI prison, and I went into this little community. And when I was growing up, they used to call that community Shady Pines or something like that. So I just rode off in there. I don't know. God was letting Jesus take the wheel, I guess. And so I ended up passing his house. There was a man that was outside painting. And it didn't look like nobody was staying in his house. A nice house. Had had rocks on the outer side. It was really nice, and the community was well kept up. At the moment, I wasn't severely tapped in because, like I said, when I was a child, I was deprived from using my gifts. So I just gave everybody a benefit of a doubt. I started when I was deprived. So I passed the house and I said, "Oh," I said, "that house empty." I said, "that house must be for rent." And my daughter at the time, she was young. She said, "Mama, that house got cameras in it." I don't know why she said that. And I just laughed it off. I said, "Girl, you tripping." So I spin the block, go back, and he was still there. So I got out the car, and we gonna call this man here. We gonna call this man retired NFL player, because that's what he is. He's a retired football player. I don't want to say no names because people like to try to sue you off of money that you never got. I was informed that I have inheritance. The police department has money for me, but I never received a dime of it. So I'm not going to say anybody's name because you've already stolen enough money off my life. I have to get my story out because they are trying to still kill me, okay? So I want people to know the life of walking in the shoes of someone that is really divinely connected to God, Jesus. Somebody that really loves God, loves Jesus, okay? So this is what it's about. Since everybody want to tell my story, I'm finna tell it. So I saw the retired football player and I said, "Hey," I said, "is somebody finna move in this house?" And he said, "You can if you want it." And I said, "Well, I'm looking for a house. I'm trying to get out of this townhome that I'm living in and just need somewhere to stay. It's just me and my daughter. I have other children, but they were grown. It was just me and my baby girl." So he told me that when he would have it ready, and um, I asked him if I can pay him the money, and he gave me his card and again, and I gave him my deposit and pay rent. and moved right in. And, sometimes we sit up and we thank God all the time when things like go our way. But really, sometimes, God just be protecting us because we don't have an open ear, sound mind. It was closed off. Like I said, I was deprived from using my gifts, so I wasn't spiritually tapped in to see deception. So we moved in the house. I opened up. I've always loved fashion ever since I was a kid. So I ran into two people that I dealt with, business wise, and they put me on to this other company in China, and I opened up my own clothing store, but I didn't have the finance to have my own store, so I just did it out of my house. So, and it was like, running a boutique. Some Most of my merchandise was it was very quality, but some of it wasn't. And when it wasn't, I priced it like I wanted to, whether I made money off of it or not. I was just some about me and clothes and jewelry and purses and shoes is just, if I can get it, I want everybody else to have it. I wasn't trying to get rich in it, but it's just something I like to do, so I started doing that. Now I did notice that the neighbor in front of me, and we gonna call him Batman Joe. Batman Joe had cameras all around his house, right? And so the other one, that was one of the other neighbor that was in front of me. I knew of him, his family, because he has a big family, and it was my sister's um best friend, baby daddy, put it like that. And then the other chick I went to school, I didn't go to school with her, but she was a fighter back then. She could fight and cut you up. So I knew of her, what I'm saying. I was in the streets too back then when we was younger. And then the one on my side, I was an older white lady, and then an older black man. On the other side, he was a veteran, a retired vet. And I knew that because he always came outside with his veteran hat on. So I wanted to get to know the people in the neighborhood, know who I'm, around and everything. So I got acquaintance with my neighbors. God said, love thy neighbors, and I was trying to. Okay. So I wanted to let them know that I was selling clothes because I didn't want them to think I was selling dope at my house. Because a lot of people started coming, buying clothes and stuff like that. And if I was getting out, I would deliver their stuff or mail it to them, however it fit. But a lot of people were stopping by. So I didn't want them to think I was selling dope. All right. So then, my son, he came back, stayed with me temporary, him and his family. They ended up leaving. But I noticed, and it's a cartoon character. We gonna call him Charlie. He's well known on this social media thing, but I've seen him as well go over to Batman Joe house a lot. Didn't think nothing of it. I just don't like the one-eyed Willie guy, but because I know he's a pervert. So I started seeing this black truck, a small S10 black truck, after a few months. And I had a platonic friend. We gonna call him Rod. And it wasn't, he was a real good guy. He was really sort of kind of sarcastic. He's a very sarcastic guy. Like, he'll get you over there, butter you up, and then talk to you like shit and make you leave his house. That's how he did. And at that time, I really liked him, wanted to be in his life. Um, I thought we were bonding, but I was just another steak on the plate, I guess. So anyway, that's who I was dealing with at the time. And then, okay, so back to me selling clothes and stuff like that. So this happened. My terror did not come until after that guy on that Mo 3. What's his name? Mo 3, the rapper. He got killed on that highway in Dallas, Texas. And a lot of my problems came in. I didn't know him, but my aunt and my cousin, my he used to stay with them. So I knew him because of that, but I didn't personally know him like that. But my cousin knows him. We gonna call him Yappa Woo. And so I was just strolling. I've never really watched TV. I'm a country girl. I grew up in a small town, 150 people, right? And I'm the type of female that's cute. They'll walk outside barefooted to fight you, like type stuff. Like I just didn't bother nobody, but I didn't play about me and mine. So I was smoking marijuana at this time. I had my medical license, my medical card, and everything. And on my paperwork, all my doctors knew about it and all that stuff. So I'm a really open book. I have nothing to hide. And I was strolling through Facebook because I had got me a Facebook page, and I seen this guy, and he was cute, and I'm a older woman. I'm not old, but I'm in my 40, 46. Well, if you see me, you wouldn't think that because I'm short, and I know that's what it is. But people say, "No, you just look young." But I think it's because I'm short. I seen this rapper, and we gonna call him Freddy Krueger. I didn't know him, never met him a day in my life, but I seen him one day. I was just going through Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, this tenderoni, he cute." You know what I'm saying? So I just started like watching his page and stuff. Still don't know nothing about his life, what he got going on, and nobody else. I was just liking what I was seeing. He would get on live. I would watch his lives, and he would say he was single and stuff like that. So I was like, when he said that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna flirt with this man here, since he's single. So I did. I did. He asked for somebody to send him some sexy pictures, and I did. I did. I sent him some. I sure did. Because I'm single and I'm grown, and he was single and he was grown, right? So I was flirting with this man because I thought it was cute. I didn't know nothing about his history, what he got going on, or none of this stuff at all, right? And I listened to his music. I started listening to his music, and I really love his music because his music, his older music, um, his music, I connected with that because I feel like if he lived that life, he had a hard life just like I did. Like I could relate to that. And so I became a fan, not a groupie, a fan. And I don't know, it was just the energy of just knowing, I guess, that he rapped about what he lived and just, praying and everything. I was just enjoying life. God was, I was being obedient. And so God was blessing me, and I was blessing other people, and I was just trying to be the person that I was put here to do. That's all. So I know I used to have my little days through the week where I would listen to music all night long and dance in my house and just have a good time with myself. I really never been just the type of person that want to be around a crowd. I always like to be by myself because when you grow up the way that I did, and that's a whole nother story. Um, you get used to being by yourself. Okay. So I actually fell in love with this rapper. Now, and I know a lot of y'all probably say you is so stupid, but it is what it is. I'm just telling you my truth. This is my truth. And I never told him that I was in love with him, but I'm pretty sure he know by me flirting with him that I liked him, but he was famous. That's what I was taught. I didn't know nothing about him being no local rapper or none of that like that. Cause like I said, I don't watch TV. I don't, I'm not all to this social media and all that stuff like that. I just post inspiration stuff and go. Cause that's what I'm That's what I was supposed to do. Well, I noticed things started changing in my life. Like, because I get off the internet and get back on, but I wouldn't get on nothing but just to see what he had post or what he got on new today or something like that. It wasn't nothing about nobody else. It was just all about him. Like my granddaughter right now, she's an NBA. What is his name? NBA young boy. She's a young boy fan. She don't care nothing about nobody else but young boy. And so I sort of kind of see myself in it, but she's younger, so it is what it is. But so things just started changing. I got a visit from Yappa Wu and Tree. We gonna call her Trini. And the day that they came down to visit was the day my whole life changed. Now, I noticed something in her bag when she came down. She had some like light bulbs, and I was like, who travels with light bulbs? Didn't think nothing of it because, again, I'm a sweet little person. I give everybody a benefit of a doubt, right? And this is my cousin. And I wouldn't think that my cousin crossed me because we done struggled together before. We didn't overcome things before. So I didn't think that my cousin would try to snake me or do anything wrong to me. Little did I know. Little did I know he was cashed up $10,000 because the Holy Spirit showed me that too. So I remember that same day, and I let him walk freely through my house. I didn't confine nobody to just stay in one room or just sleep in here. Don't eat out my refrigerator. I didn't when I welcome you into my home, you are a visitor. Your family. Mine is yours type stuff. So they was pretty much everywhere. So I heard spirit say, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. This is what the Most High was telling me because I was in church and stuff too. He said, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. And like I said, you want to think that family love you because y'all been through trouble times. You know, you done help raise them, babysit them, not to think that your own cousin would try to kill you for some money or set you up. So I remember this rapper goes live, and I remember he called out the girl name that was at my house that day, and he said that we in this thing. So my intuition just started going off, going off, going off, and I'm like, this bitch done drove to my house to get this nigga to watch me. And I started looking at the girl, and I said, damn, you look like Freddie. I said, is you kin to Freddie? I asked her that. And she said, "He's Freddie." And I said, "This rapper here." I said, "I don't know too much about him, but I've seen him on social media." I said, "Are you kin to him? Because you look like him a little bit." She said, "I ain't never heard of them." I said, "You stay in Dallas and you don't know who this dude is?" She's like, "Mm-mm." So I left it alone. I did not ask her in front of my cousin. I didn't. Because I don't put people on the spot like that. But I knew that he knew. I knew that he knew. I did, but it was okay though. I mean, at the time, I didn't even care about him watching me. That's how much I liked him. And I'm just being honest with you. I didn't. I didn't. Cause I liked it. I thought it was cute, not understanding that you got a million people that came on and a million people watching you. I didn't know I was on my own platform and didn't know it. Because I got grandbabies. I got small grandkids. They're girls. And I don't want them to have to grow up in a life of somebody trying to traffic them. I've been done the worst my whole life. I don't give a damn about what nobody do to me, say to me. I've been mistreated. I've been left on the side of the road. I've been beat down. I've been essayed so many times. from boyfriends, from people on, cousins. Yeah, family done rape you. Like, so I don't give a damn about this temple here. I don't. But I never ever thought that somebody that I poured my heart out to would do my life like this. Then I ended up like beating myself up. I'm like, Kiki, why do you pour your love into people that don't love you all my life? I'm sorry for crying, y'all, but I have to tell my truth. God told me to tell my truth, so I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it since everybody wanna tell my story better than me. I'm gonna tell it. I grew up in a home where I wasn't even liked. My mama, imagine your mama telling you you're not her favorite child and it's just you and your sister. Imagine your daddy disowning you, telling you he disowned you as his child. I was never wanted even by the two people that brought me in this world. So to so like I said, it's like a repeated pattern of loving people that hurt you. And I asked God, I said, why do I always have to pick people to confine in that take my love and use it for their benefit and just throw me out like trash? Why did you I used to ask God all the time, why? Why did you have me here? Why did you even create me to be a punching bag to somebody else? To allow people to just rape me and use me for their benefit? Shit started getting weird in this house, y'all. I would come home, things that I sit down was missing or put somewhere else. I could just tell that people visit my home. They had keys to my house when I wasn't there. I remember one weekend I went to Dallas just to get away from Texarkana. And when I came back home, I felt like my whole house was full of cameras. That's that one-eyed Willie guy that y'all love to entertain on this here social media app. I see him. He was all in the neighborhood. I don't trust that man. I had a dream about him too. That three young guys ran up on him and got down on him. That's how he was gonna die. But that's another story. So I asked my neighbor, Batman Joe, I said, "Hey, Batman Joe," I said, "Did you see anybody come in my house? I know you got cameras everywhere." He said no. Well, of course he gonna say no because he's dealing with the people that's been trying to hurt me and kill me and took everything. Let me tell y'all. When I tell you that my entire life has been a mockery to the entertainment world, everything that from I would say 2021 to probably 2024, 2025, the entertainment world, all the celebrities, everybody it was just excitement every time you logged on. That's because it was me. I was I had so much life and love and life and just creation, just because I feel like I finally could love somebody without them dogging me. And little did I know that it was just God pouring that into me because they were draining it. And God said, I need heat. I remember one day I was sitting down, but I thought I was woke, but I actually was asleep. And he said, my child, look. And it was like I went into this room and he showed me where it was a bunch of TVs. And each television literally had different people mocking me, things that I created, just freestyle or just talking to God, or raps that I done rapped, or poems. Everything that I could ever say was transcribed, dictated and transcribed. He said, they have made millions and millions off of you. God said that they have stole from the kingdom of heaven watching you, and you've not even known. He said they are trying to change you. I need you to wake up. God told me. He said, I will not leave your side. He said, if you stay with me, I will protect you, because there is a long road to come. And then he showed me. And everything that God showed me, I literally walked through it. But I knew that I was going to have to go through it. But he let me know that despite them drugging me, despite them coming in my house, drugging me and raping me, recording it, going out my back door, despite you see them making a mockery out of me, or I'm talking about a whole skit, verbatim, word verbatim, sometimes, Spirit said most of the time, to literally see things that I wrote down, invented on shelves that I never, my name ain't nowhere on. To literally watch TV, because at that time I liked it to watch cold cases, because I said to God one day, I said, I want people to have closure. Families deserve that. And God just said, well, I'm going to give you the ability. And he gave me the ability. He gave me a gift. And I was just in my home, just me and God. And we were just talking, and God would tell me where these people was, and they were finding them. And I knew God said they were watching you. He said they watching you. I didn't know that I was being used. And some of these people I looked up to, I remember after I got saved, I went to church the next day. And we gonna call him Sergeant B. Not really. He was a police officer. We got police officers in my church. And I went up to him and I told him, I said, some people came in my house and they assaulted me last night. I said, I don't know what to do. He said, did you call the police? I said, yeah, I did, but they wouldn't come. When I called the 911, the dispatcher told me that he would have an officer to call me back. And soon as I hung up, my phone rung immediately from a 903-293 number. And the officer asked me what did I want, and I told him. And he told me, he said, we have down that you are mentally disturbed. And so by that being on record with you, we can't come out to your home. And he hung up in my face. Imagine calling the local authorities for help and nobody's there. I got to praying, I got to praying, I got to praying, I got to praying. And I asked God, what did I do to deserve to be treated like this again, Holy Spirit? All my life, I've been raped, I've been beat, and I've not did anything to these people, even as a child. Can you imagine a 5-year-old, 6-year-old ready to just die because ain't no love around them? Can you imagine you as a parent putting so much focus into other things and not your children, that you don't even make your child life great, lovable? Everybody wanna everybody wanna tell my story better than me. You can't tell my story better than me. Y'all don't know what I've been through. It gets better. I had people store around by my house late at night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They would pull up in my driveway and they would bump Mo3 music real loud. And I was like, what is this about? I don't know now one of these people. I'm not involved in none of this. I don't bother nobody. I literally, on purpose, wasn't talking to nobody. Literally, like for years, 20, 30, about 20 years plus. Like at all. I don't even fool with my baby daddies. I'm a hard worker. I gotta work 2 and 3 jobs. That's what I do. I don't deal with them. Never ask them for nothing. What's this about? One of them gonna scream out one day, pick a side. You can't tell me what to pick a side. I'm a grown woman. I don't gotta pick no damn side because I don't know damn one of them. I said somebody trying to put me in something. So I had my heart open and I had my ear to the streets. So I started asking my kids because they was, grown. What are y'all out here in these streets doing? Because somebody is attacking me. Somebody has attacked me. Somebody's trying to kill me. What is going on? Nobody knows nothing. I went to my family and told them what happened to me. As soon as I told them that, they walked away. I'm talking about the ones I deal with. I got a big family, but I'm talking about the ones that I deal with. They walked away. How can you walk away from somebody that you claim that you love and they calling out? They asking you for help just to be there, just to be a shoulder. But they don't want to believe you. Why you don't want to believe me now? Y'all liked me better when I was smoking weed, when I was goofy and silly and acted dumb. Even if I wasn't acting, that still don't give nobody the right to beat me and misuse me and put me on a Truman Show, a science project, an experiment to the world, to use me to manifest your riches. But nobody helped me. I'm telling you, man, it came a time I didn't know where I was gonna get my next meal. And I could hear laughing. I could hear people literally laughing as they watched. They see me struggle. Had to get extensions before on light bill and stuff like that. They laughed. And all along while they laughed, they was getting millions off of me. That hurts, y'all. That hurts to know that you got people out there in the world already rich. Some of them halfway rich. Some of them ain't got nothing, but they'll still put you down like that. To literally be drugged and people. I don't know how many people was on me. I know a female came down on me because I hurt her. She said she went down on me and she said she ready. And I remember reaching up and I grabbed a chain. And I remember when I grabbed that chain, somebody hit me in my head. And I laid out and I remember just talking to Jesus. I was like, Jesus, they trying to kill me. Lord, help me. And I remember 3 angels, one on the top of my head, one in the belly, and one in my petals. Whatever they was doing to me, my soul wasn't there. God brought me back and I don't know why. I don't know why. Cause I'm tired of being everybody's punching bag. I'm tired of everybody using me. I'm tired of people leaving me out. I'm tired of people stealing off my life. I'm tired of people lying on me. I've never been a whore. Conversation rules the nation. I got one powerful tongue. I don't have to sleep with no man to get what I want. Facts. And I'm a hard worker. Never been that person. I know a lot of y'all mamas have though, but this one ain't. I started seeing weird things happen to where I even stopped selling clothes because some of the money Mayas started appearing in my house. I remember one night I was sitting in the front room about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. This man knocks on my door and it scared me a little bit. And I said, "Who is it?" And I forgot to do his name. But I said, "Who are you looking for?" He said, "I'm looking for Kiki." I said, "This is her." I said, "What do you want?" He said, "I'm here. I got the money." "What money?" I don't know you. Somebody had literally made y'all a back page with my name, gave this man my address and everything. This man was ready to buy some coochie for $300. I don't sell coochie. I ain't never sold no coochie. And I must have got my nine and pulled it back so quick. And he heard that. And I said, "If you don't get away from my door, I'm going to shoot you." I got, I remember one day I was riding on the road, going to get my granddaughter. And this old white man in this brown and tan, it was brown at the bottom and like a peach color at the top. It was an older truck. He shot me off the highway, old white man. That's the first time. The second time, I was just getting out late at night. And like I said, they've always had me on video in my home. So they knew when I left, they knew when I come back. They had trackers. And at that time, I was dumb. Like I said, dumbfounded. I'm a country girl. I don't know nothing about all this stuff. But God had to tell me. God told me. Nobody told me. Y'all been arguing with people in y'all cults. You seeing this? Ain't nobody told me nothing. God told me everything I needed to know about what was happening to my life. It was four white men tried to corner me. And I heard the Holy Spirit, he said, "Drive backwards." Because they shot my tire out. They actually tried to shoot me. But I'm telling you, y'all wouldn't believe me if I told you, like literally, I have protectors. I seen it. That bullet should have hit me, but it didn't. It hit my wheel. And God said, "Drive backwards." And I drove backwards into this park where it's like a trailer park. And God wanted me to stay right there. And wherever I did it, and I was just praying. I was so scared. My phone went dead. It was like everything just shut down, and I was just praying, praying. And I literally seen this bird. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I seen this bird come out of nowhere, and it just sat there all night. Literally, I couldn't go to sleep. I had to pee. Couldn't call nobody. I didn't know nobody where I was. And I remember I was like, "Lord, I need you. Please, I need you. I need you to send somebody, Lord, please." I say about 7 o'clock in the morning, it's this Catholic lady. She comes out. She was the owner of where I was parked at. And she told me that she had me on camera the whole night. She said, "And I know you've been out here the whole night." She said, "And told my husband that if that lady is still sitting there, In the morning, I'm going to go and I'm going to help her. And that's what she did. She let me use her phone. I was able to call somebody to come get me. Y'all, these people been trying to kill me for a long time because of what they did to my life. They already took the money. They already took everything. Everything. They didn't give me anything. Y'all read us talking about breadcrumb. Do you know what a damn breadcrumb is? A breadcrumb is what the fuck it is when you bite and you leave crumbs on you. They didn't leave nothing. I wish y'all quit saying it. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Everybody want to tell my story better than me. Nobody left nothing. They wanted me to struggle. They still do. They don't want me to have anything, but I'm a hard worker, like my ancestors. I'm a hard worker. They went around town telling everybody I was a devil. I was um praising Satan and stuff. So therefore I can, they can continue doing what they doing behind the scenes. They done put voodoo, hoodoo, they done came in my house, they done poisoned me. I got men following me and my grandchild around. It was crazy, y'all. We went into the store a few weeks ago, me and my granddaughter, and one of the men in the store calls my granddaughter's name. It took nothing but the Holy Spirit to hold me because I wanted to throw my head into some glass. You pedophile freak, you. You a watcher. But see, these people don't give a damn about what they've caused in my life because it's not their family. It's not their friend. It's not their associate. They don't give a damn about what they've done because only thing that they was looking out for was the money. Well, I hope the money was good because all of y'all gonna die one way or the other. My ancestors want blood. God told me that he gonna take them out one by one. He told me that. He said, because they won't stop. He said, I've asked him. He said, a few has walked away. And I said, oh, there he go with that few again. That ain't many. That ain't many. He said they done walked away, a few. But some of them still in it, trying to do it again, thinking that they gonna come for my life again. They thinking that they gonna steal something out my house, do voodoo on me. They gonna steal something to make some money. You can't make nothing else. You stole from the kingdom of heaven and myself. God said enough was enough. He told me I don't gotta speak nothing else creative out of my mouth. I done put the work in without even knowing it. And when I was aware, then they try to make me afraid. You can't make me afraid. I don't fear man. I don't fear one man. Y'all had them follow me everywhere I go. I go into the store, they follow me. I go grocery shopping with my grandbabies, they follow me. They don't give a damn about no kids, y'all. They don't care about your kids or nobody else's. They only care about theirs. And that's facts. I've been tortured by my own city and state. The police is well aware of what's going on. Ain't nobody went to jail. Like if they did, ain't nobody told me. I used to say, dang, did all this come from me loving this rapper, liking this rapper? Did somebody get jealous because I was pouring love? And then he turned to be an enemy. They pay everybody around me. I could talk to a guy right now. I ask him, you want to make some money? He say, what do you mean, Kiki? I say, do you want to make some money? Man, you tripping. No, I'm for real. Do you want to make some money? I said, because all I got to do is act like I like you, talk to you. You're going to be approached by someone. They're going to pay you to leave me alone. They're going to pay you not to talk to me. They're going to pay you to cease and desist, to get away. They're going to pay you because they don't want me in a relationship with nobody because they think that they're going to use me. They think that they're going to continue to get money off of me. And these is men, old men, women. They got kids, they got grandkids, but they don't give a damn about that because they kids is not being exploited. Their grandbabies is not being exploited. They want to make me their enemy. They made me their enemy when they came up against God's child. They didn't even know who they was coming for. They just thought I was a peon, a nothing, somebody that's simple. And they may still see me like that, but God see me as his precious jewel, his chosen one. It's sad. It's really sad that, and this just part one. I haven't even told y'all all of it. I just gave you a little summary. This is what it's about. Imagine going to the DA, looking the district attorney right in his eyes, and he already know. Texas and Arkansas. Imagine going to people that took oaths to help you, and they are the ones that's involved or they know about it, but they was paid to leave you alone. Imagine being silenced. They making it where my videos don't be shown or you don't get my alerts because they don't want you all to know the truth. And it was God said that it happened before me, but I'm trying to make it stop. I don't want it after me because this is really malice. I would never in my life would have thought that the United States of America would go so low. The people that are able to change will go so low to getting what they want instead of just saying, hey, I'll pay you X, Y, and Z. You come work with me. The man still gonna get rich because the man always got rich, even if the man's took it. But they don't want me to have anything. I'm not asking for nobody to give me no donations or anything. I feel like what I do, I know I use tarot cards, but my tarot cards is inspirational, healing. I can't utilize my gifts the way God want me to because I am being confined and silenced. So I utilize tarot cards to get the message halfway out, to inspire. My stories are not all the same because life isn't all the same every day. It's a new day, and every day new things happen. And I send message. If I go live, it's something God want me to do. I used to thought that they were coming after me because I love God and these were devil worshippers. But then I realized these are the same people that you see in church that's after me. Just like I've called my ex-in-laws and family and people, classmates, baby daddies. I've called all them giving their own self away. Y'all took money to come against me. I would have never done that. As much as I'd be needing money, I would have never been disloyal to you because I know what disloyalty brings. I know where I'm trying to get to when I pass away. I will go without just to bring truth. And that's what my life being. So when you speak on me, make sure you speak the truth. Cause y'all ain't telling it right. Y'all trying to make the naysayers look like saints. These are some undercover devils. They all in the church. They all everywhere. Everywhere that you supposed to say yes, ma'am, and no, sir. I am. I'm just the messenger, and I'm telling you, I'm living proof of it. If it can happen to me and I was just lolling on my own, not bothering nobody, wanted to pour love in who I wanted to and not what they wanted me to do, it can happen to you too. The thing about it is I didn't go crazy because that was the prayer that I prayed as a kid because this been going on since I was a child. They wanted me to go crazy. They liked it when I act stupid and ignorant and goofy and dumb. So that's what I gave them. I never was that. I only just acted. I was a character for them. I'm tired of playing different roles for people. My name is Kiwana. I'm a divine feminine. I'm God's chosen. I'm God's golden child. And I'm not gonna step low when I done climb so many stairs on earth and ascended so high spiritually that I'm not finna dumb down for nobody. You don't gotta like me. God loves me. I got people right now. They aggravated. They mad. They ride by here in their big trucks. Rah, 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 rah. Got the neighbor pacing the concrete out there. Quit walking that concrete, nigga. You know, got them all mad. Cause see, that's the thing about it. Why are you mad when you supposed to be telling the truth? Truth sets you free. It don't make you mad. But that's what they want y'all to believe. They want y'all to believe that I'm not credible. If I'm not credible, why did you use my work? Why? How did you get that new house, sir? Your income didn't buy it. How did you get that new car, sir, ma'am? Your income didn't buy it. No, because they've been leeching off me and God's back. You don't gotta like me. You just like my work, huh? You like my creativity. Do you actually think that the Holy Spirit and my angels, do you actually think that my ancestors are going to allow you to continue to hold money, respect against me without nothing being done? One of y'all gonna end up like Job. God gonna take everything around you, kids and all, and he gonna leave you there stuck in misery. And then you'll see how I feel all my life. You'll see how I feel. This a female right now that's been copying me, stealing my work and everything. I asked God, I said, give her, so she want to be me so bad. I asked you from the time I was 3, Lord, give her everything that I went through that I could not phantom tenfold. Let's see what age she give up at. Y'all been trying to take my mind using all kind of energy weapons and this demonic energy and stuff. Babe, I've been praying for that long time ago. That ain't gonna go nowhere. You thought it was because I was in my foolish ways. I was only acting for you. Cause that's what you like, right? You supposed to pour into people that help you. Y'all didn't pour into me. And it's funny that you all literally feel that You could still come to the well when you drive the damn well. You didn't throw nothing in the well to make it nourish. You didn't come check on the well to see if the well was being maintained, if the pump was still going. You didn't do anything. You thought you just come to this well and it's going to forever pump water. You come one day to the well said out of order, and now you mad. Well, you're gonna have to stay mad. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, and I'm gonna get off this app here, cause I done cried, I done prayed, and I done released. Tell you one thing. When you came to that well and you seen that well was out of order, took you all the way back then. Should have took you back to the start. Should have realized that this woman really didn't deserve the treatment that she got treated. This woman didn't deserve the whole town and the system coming against her like she's the enemy. Only thing I was doing, every footprint I left, it was help. That's why y'all trying so hard to try. Y'all can't lock nobody up. What you locking me up for? For loving God? I thought y'all brought Christ. I thought y'all brought Jesus to America. I thought y'all did that. In God we trust. I thought y'all brought Christianity over here. The same Christians that's trying to lock me up. Because I love God. I'm just doing it. I'm articulating God's work in a different manner. But my manner is healing people. Yours is not. See, my manner doesn't cost anything. If they willing to donate, they'll donate when they can or have it. I'm not asking nobody to do anything for me because every day I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna have a silent battle or one outside. I'm not afraid to die. Y'all ought to know that. God woke me up. Shocked you, didn't it, when you realize this girl alive? I bet you they pissed on bricks when they realized this girl is alive. I thought y'all got rid of her. Sir, ma'am, God, God is in control of my life. I've been asking them the same thing. I told y'all that over and over. When I was a little kid, they said I died too. 9 years old. I remember that. He brought me back to life again. Pop goes the weasel. I guess I got a bigger purpose on life than you. I hate that you hate me so much that you're willing to exploit my life, me and my grandbabies. You willing to steal off my life. You willing to talk down on me as if I was trash. You talk about my living. But if you would have been fruitful and blessed me with some of the money that I had, maybe I have a better living just like you. But you can't talk about something that you prevented. But you do. Everything that you don't like about me, you did it. So what's the problem, sir, ma'am? What's the problem? Nobody want to confront me because you don't know if I'm going to hit you with the right, the left, or that trigger finger. You don't know. Either way it go, you still deserve it. Look what y'all done all these years. We're going almost 6 years now. And y'all still messing with me every day. If it's not energetically, it's the people that you paid to move beside me. It's just the gifts that God allowed me to hear what's being said. I didn't deserve any of this. Let's go back to day one. Let's go to the start line. I didn't deserve this. Y'all came with a purpose. Some of y'all still in y'all purpose now after off my life. Living good. Y'all still ain't said thank you. Some of y'all being blessed off my back, you all would have never got ever in life. Let's keep it real. But I'm your enemy? I don't think so. I would never give you a title of that. Y'all came for me. I want you to, whoever out there listening, whether you're listening in my house, because I know I'm being monitored and recorded right now, whether you're listening through my phone or on this internet here, hear the words that's come out my mouth. You are really mad at yourself. You're not mad at me. There is a higher power. You can call him whatever you want to. Emmanuel, kings of all kings, the Omega, the beginning, the ending, Jesus, Yeshua, Yusuf, whatever you want to call him. Just make sure you put some respect on it. Whatever you want to call him. The Most High, you can call him Creator. But he really loves me because he put me in a world full of people that's supposed to adore me because they said that they love God. But you all came up against God when y'all came up against me. And God knows. That's why he protects me with everything behind him from the unknown to the known. Everything that you can't see or you thought you did I see that? Till you seen. There are some people that really, really, really want to die and they don't care if it ain't no afterlife, but they believe in God because they know God real and God done showed up in their life. Some people really want to go there. Them are the ones that's for me. You all literally did something so small, ended up being turning so big, and now you're the reason why people don't want to come to church no more. Cause how could this pastor or how could these church folks come against her and she ain't doing nothing? That woman don't do nothing. They done sit up there and lied on this woman. That's because they stole money, baby. It's all about money and credibility. You put your name on my work. Y'all have stole some. I've Spirit showed me somebody stole some of my work one time. And you were put on the scene. You couldn't even say anything because you know it wasn't you. And they knew it too. You one thing y'all didn't do though, out of everything, and I'm gonna get off this app. Out of everything that you all did to my life try to destroy me, to try to lower my confidence, you paid people not to talk to me. Men, y'all spread it, said I had AIDS. I don't have no damn AIDS. Herpes, none of that. Y'all did all of this foolishness so you can seclude me, so you can continue to drain me and use me for your benefit. But despite everything that you all did to my life to get people away from me, guess what? One thing that you dummies should have tried to take first, but you didn't. And you should have tried to take my love. But guess what? You can't take that because you couldn't. Even if you tried, you couldn't take my love because love is of God. And that's one thing you all didn't took that stuck and grew. Now you're fighting God now because I gave it all to him, the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth. So when things are going bad for your life right now, and if you were up when you were still in my life, stealing things off of me, and now you down in the middle or to the totem pole or homeless, don't look at me and tell nobody that I done it. That's that battle you and God fight. You fighting God because I don't give a damn. I can't miss my millions. I know I had it, but I can't miss it because I never had it, never received it. I can't miss no man that I ain't never had, that was never mine. What I'm gonna fight for? If anything, I'm finna fight for free lunch. Food stamps for the elderlies. That's what I'm my energy into. Not no diggling. Just saying. Y'all got me all kind of screwed up, twisted. You want me to spiral out, but see, this spiraling here is nothing but facts, baby. The old Kiki would gave you that cussing out, telling you how the cow ate the cabbage and how the cow spit it out. But I don't even have that. What I'm gonna give you is growth. It's fertilizer. You came for me. So make sure when you tell your peoples when they speaking down on me, tell them to speak the truth because long as they keep my name in their mouth, they cursing everything. Everything. Literally, I'm telling you. I'm not just speaking this because that's what most people do. My words are like stamp, seal, and deliver. God said your words are like my bond. What you say goes. That's because y'all put me in that position. Because you did me so cold, so wrong that God knows my limit. He know I would never cross the line to hurt nobody. And that's the reason why he guaranteed. I didn't ask God to take nobody. I said, Lord, if you feel like they ain't gonna reset their life, take them. Waste of energy, waste of man, one man. I don't wish death on none of you people. Y'all wish death on me and y'all gave it daily. All over money that it wasn't yours in the beginning, it was mine's. You didn't even give me the opportunity to have anything, but you talk about me. Well, guess what? They talked about Jesus. He still went on his way. They even crucified him and sacrificed him. And guess what? That's who you have to see on your dying day. Amen. Y'all enjoy this fine Sabbath Saturday. And just know, people need to start coming to the horse. Really, the horse do talk, but you gotta come to the horse to ask the horse and quit listening to these naysayers because people only brown nose situations where it's benefit for them. People don't want to grow. They'll rather steal fertilizer and say that they learned. No, it's the fertilizer. Have you ever planted seeds, mustard seeds of faith? A mustard seed of faith is the biggest crop that grows. But this Bojangle over here put fertilizer on his mustard seed because he didn't have faith. And now he got John on the what's that? The John on the green on the bean pole. It didn't turn into a mustard seed of wheat. He got a bean pole. He got a long stripper pole. He trying to make it go to heaven. It's not gonna work, baby. You got stairs. Don't be trying to get on my stairs. Don't walk down my pathway. You got your own. Again, if you're going to tell the story, make sure you tell it correct. Because, see, I fill in the blanks for you if you lost. Y'all been lying on my name too much. Now, if I roll up on you, y'all going to be calling 911. What you calling 911 for? Y'all the one came for my life. Y'all don't try to go to places I go. Because you don't want to be confronted. But guess what Kiki gonna do? Because this is the love of God in me. I'm gonna speak to you knowing that you stole from me. Knowing that you tried to give me. Hi, Mr. Sir. Hi, Mr. DA, sir. How you doing? Hi, Mr. Pastor, sir. How you doing? Hi, Evangelist Miss Ma'am. Hey, if I see a celebrity, hey, celebrity girl, you. I don't hold hate in my heart. My heart is full of love. But now, one thing y'all did teach me is to know whom to pour it out to Everybody don't deserve your greatness. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for coming into my life, destroying my life, but teaching me to how to love with greatness. Thank you. Thank you.